What is up, guys? I know you guys are probably just as hyped as I am after seeing that Spider-Man 2 gameplay trailer reveal finally. We've been waiting for a long time for some Spider-Man news, and I don't know, it hasn't been a long time compared to a lot of other stuff, but for some reason, like, this game just screams like it's one of my most anticipated games. Now, coming into this, as soon as I saw Craven, it took me back to a comic where, in the comic as well, Aunt May had passed, and Craven fought Spider-Man, buried him in a grave, and then took on the mantle of Spider-Man. And honestly, that was one of the darkest comics of Spider-Man, and the fact that they're implementing this somewhat by bringing Craven in here with Venom, like, the possibilities are absolutely endless. But right now, as we look back, we can see the black suit in action, like literally not just a cosmetic suit, but we get like the Venom. Like, it's crazy because the thing is, like, you see the Venom suit and, like, you know, I think of all these things, but I never thought of like full on Venom, like Eddie Brock Venom attacks, like, oh, like, you know what I mean, from a lot of these things, like the arm and like the way, like, they've done so well when it comes to just giving us something different. And I think this is one of the best things about Insomniac, how they just keep innovating on what they have and just keep making things better and better, like the swing from the first game to the second game. And now we're coming into this, leading off everything that we know of what has happened, you know, the losses of Aunt May, Miles coming into his own and dealing with the loss of a friend. And now, like, we see Peter in this grizzled voice, like, you know what I mean? You can tell, like, he's not the same Peter. And look at this, we got some, like, GTA switching out, like, between missions. I think they definitely will have some missions where we will be fighting together, and it gives me kind of an Arkham Knight vibe where you guys can do takedowns together and stuff like that, you know, like where you can do it with Robin and, you know, Arkham Knight. If you played it, if you haven't, you should. And then you got this new mechanic of gliding, literally, like, these gliders that come out of, like, it's insane. I honestly wanted to see a few more flips, a little more combat, to be honest, but at the same time I could not complain because everything that I wanted to see was in this. Like, we get a little bit of stealth. The game is just absolutely just gorgeous. Like, the whole UI looks like amazing. Like, the whole, I don't know what that is on the bottom left and the bottom right, but definitely some new mechanics, maybe some old mechanics just put in different places. So when you're Peter, maybe you'll have these set of things, maybe when you're Miles you have these set of things. But honestly, I'm loving the way that they're just utilizing this, and it's really awesome to see, like, a culmination of their first two games really come and, like, fuse together to make this giant game. Like, we finally have a game that's not only one of the best Spider-Man games or franchises out here, but now you have two Spider-Man. Look at that Hadouken! Like, my boy got the Chidori. My God, bro! Like, it's crazy. You got the Palpatines. Like, this is insane. But honestly, the process of building up of where these characters were, because the thing is, I've played Miles Morales tons of time. I think it's one of the best swinging in any Spider-Man game, and I'll say that I love so many, like Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, amazing. Spider-Man 3 for the PS2, still loved it, amazing. Like, it's just so awesome to see, like, how far we've come, I think. And I think that's what this showcase in gaming today really has been. Yeah, we have our niches where there's a lot of things in gaming that I don't like, but the fact is that we're moving twice as forward with maybe taking one step back for small things. But this is just incredible. Like, my jaw was on the floor the whole time of this, and I was just like wanting more. Like, didn't even want to look at the time because I didn't want the timer to end or want to know when it was gonna end. Like, it was just, and it made me feel like when I actually get my hands on this, it's gonna be amazing. Now, right there, we see like a vulture thing. So we see Vulture is probably gonna be maybe not the main antagonist, but one of the main antagonists here, like Vulture. And I'm not going to spoil what's coming up later, just in case anyone it's first time seeing, but there's some really cool stuff, some cool reveals, and I think there's going to be even more things that we're not sure of. Now, one thing that I did see in one of the interviews was that the guy, voice actor of Miles, said that like there could possibly be like symbiotes like everywhere, not everywhere, but like that's kind of like what his wording was. I don't know how true that is. Oh, sorry. Look how scared Miles got when he dropped down. Like when he dropped down just now, Miles got shook. And to be honest, as soon as I saw that, the first thing I thought about is these guys are gonna have to fight. They're gonna have to fight because Peter just seems so much more aggressive, so much unlike himself, and for Miles' story, he's just lost a friend. Also has Genki, as we can see here, who's controlling a droid, and he's actually, what it seems like, meeting Spider-Man for the first time and actually helping them. So now we actually have not only Spider-Man, but we also have Genki with us to be helping us along this mission. So this is actually amazing right now. Like, and the reveal right here, let's go. And some swinging on water. We always see city and buildings, but swinging on water after boats on some GTA, like this is amazing. Honestly, I looked at this and I was like, wow, this is different. We always see through the city and stuff. It's cool to get different landscapes, to get some water, to get some, you know, just different areas for us to swim through. Because I think water, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to swim near water because there's nothing to hang on. And look at this. Now we got a whole set piece. But also back to what I was saying. Sorry, I'm rambling. There's just so much here. I'm just trying to like really get these thoughts out. But Miles just got after a loss, and I think when he has to confront Peter, I think it's really gonna be like really heartwarming and touching, because I feel like it's gonna be really sad for Miles to be in a place where his friend, another friend, is losing himself. But this time even kind of more than a friend, just because Peter's been his mentor. Peter's been there for him through his father's death. Peter's really, you know what I mean? And just like we've never seen Peter like this, it seems like it's also new to Miles that Miles has never seen Peter like this. So this is interesting. This is really cool. Look at this, the switch out between missions. We're back at it at Spider-Man. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry, it's crazy. But it's honestly, there's so much for this game, so many possibilities. I don't personally think Miles will get the symbiote suit, just because I know that those symbiote suits in, you know, oh, look at the gliding, bro, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I wish I could see a few more flips and stuff, but yeah, the traversal in this just looks absolutely crunchy. It's gonna be a lot to digest and really get into. I don't think Miles will get the Venom suit in this, just because from a lot of what we know about the Venom suit and the traits of Venom, it's like anything that comes with vibration, fire, you know, even electricity and stuff like that, I feel like would be in that category of like vibration and stuff like that, or fire. But I think it's gonna be really a tale of kind of like a darker Spider-Man, a Spider-Man that we, you know, almost like Spider-Man 3, but maybe even a little more serious, because the stakes in this are actually incredible. I'll run it back toward the end, but while Miles was swinging before, him and Peter were actually talking about that Harry's dying, and Harry, you know what I mean, would know how to stop this. So I feel like there's a lot to unpack there, especially if, like, let's say Harry isn't actually Venom in this and it's like someone else, and you know what I mean. There's the possibilities for this are absolutely endless. This part right here I thought was like just a cutscene. I did not know it was like an in-game, like, you know, it's basically a cutscene, but you're playing, you know, you're dodging, you're moving. Incredible, honestly. I was jaw on the floor with just the fact that I feel like they're not taking us as like dumb consumers. Like, they know that they could really just make like any real game after the success of their last two, but they've been building on their foundation and just becoming better from the swing from the first one to the second one. The story that just keeps evolving, and like everything just coming together. Like, we live in an era where we're getting 2 Spider-Men in one game. Set pieces like this is just giving me vibes from Miles Morales, the first level with Rhino, low-key, but this is insane. I am low-key super excited, and also like I wonder what other villains are here that we don't know, because there's so much we don't know yet. We don't know if, you know, We could have freaking other villains like, you know, the Sandman or Mysterio, or and look at this scene right here. He just throws him on the floor. Wow. See, the thing is about this too is we're seeing a Peter that we're not used to, but yet so is Miles. And it seems that this is really new here. And you know, I'm gonna actually turn this up so you can hear this real quick.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
And this is how I feel like this is one of the first time that Janky's actually like not there, but like kind of there with Spider-Man, because he's like, is he always like this? And he's like, no, he's not. And it's kind of cool because it's like Janky, it's kind of meeting how Spider-Man is for the first time and stuff like that, is getting this impression of. I'm gonna run the quick clip of what he said about Harry real quick too for you guys.
Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help.
Now that already sets like a really big stake, because like the stakes are like, not only is Harry dying, but does he have the suit on? Did he have the suit on and the suit fell onto someone else? You know what I mean? And like Connors, I love that the Lizard's in here and gonna play a more prominent role, because not only is he a lizard, but he's also a very renowned scientist, you know, and a lot of the lore and stuff. And then Peter is a very renowned, like just one of the smartest people alive. So having them both working together to like figure out whatever, like, you know, if it's about the Venom stuff or anything. Or maybe we'll even get like a redemption from Dr. Octopus and have like all the greatest minds just working on something. But like, it's really cool. And then they have like the Craven, these Craven like factions, I guess, that are coming with them for the hunt. This is all awesome stuff. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you guys haven't read the comic with Craven, it was absolutely incredible and honestly a pretty dark Spider-Man story, and I feel like they're gonna implement a lot of things from that story into this game, because honestly there's so many similarities, especially with right now the only thing that's really driving Spider-Man is you know, like hopefully his love still for Mary Jane like it was in the comics, and also like Miles. But like this is gonna be incredible. I've done one off for 12 minutes, but I hope you guys are just having a great day, loving yourself, and let me know what you guys think or what you guys want to see. Like what do you need in this game? You know what I mean, to make it the perfect Spider-Man game. I want to hear your thoughts. For me, honestly, I couldn't ask for anything more. But if I could, I want to see some more of the villains that are coming in and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Are we getting Mysterio? Are we getting, you know, freaking Sandman? I mean, we've seen a lot of those people a lot. So I wouldn't mind the more obscure villains from Spider-Man. But you know, tell me what you guys think about the gliding. Tell me how you guys think about getting around the map faster. Leave your thoughts and comments, like or subscribe, or just come and watch the video, enjoy yourself, you know. Have a good one, man, and let me know if you guys want another one.